Now we're moving on to reds. The first wine we're having here is the Santa Rita Hills Pinot Noir 2008 Lincourt.
So this is also sourced from the two vineyards that we have. This wine sits released for about 15 months. It's also about 40% new French oak. We do all our fermenters, 6 to 9, 10 fermenters, punch down the wines about 3 times per day, and then we put them to tank, take some of the heavy leaves out, put them back to barrel, and then let them age for about 15 months.
And hopefully, and I can already tell by the color, this is 100% Pinot Noir. Okay.
So 2008 again.
That's a big bonus, by the way, to our viewers out there. It's hard to find 100% Pinot Noir in California these days. A lot of people like to blend Syrah and a little bit of Merlot every once in a while to the format. And when you find one that's 100% Pinot Noir, you can actually see through the glass. You can, it's not so dense and rich to where you can't see your finger on the other side. So,
but this does still have pretty intense color. 2008 was a very, very small vintage. So again, with the really tiny clusters, really tiny berries, a lot of skin to juice contact, and the skin is where all the color comes from.
And I keep on hearing Surly. That seems like something you all enjoy to do. Why?
The leaves protects the wine for oxidation over time. So, and then it also provides that richness, roundness, creaminess in the wine. So, but yeah, just for an oxidative protection and for flavor.
This has got a lot of body to it.
Yes.
I mean, it's very, very silky, very, very rich, but very well balanced. It's not as acidic as most Pinot Noirs, which I really enjoy. Very elegant. I like it a lot.
This is why I'm so excited.
But it has backbone to it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this is why I'm so excited to have to have all these acres of Santa Rita Hills to play with. I mean, it's amazing. An exciting prospect.
You know, people talk about Carneros and Russian River all the time for Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, and it seems to me like you all are overlooked a lot of the times because of that representation, I guess. But you know, if you guys are looking for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, this might be an area to investigate. I highly recommend it.
I think the Central Coast is definitely still a hidden gem.
It is,
and it's,
absolutely.
And if you were to come out and visit, it's amazing because it's still, I mean, I live in a town of 1,000 people. My commute to work is 10 minutes, and I might see 10 other cars on the road on the way there. It's still amazingly wide open, super beautiful, great restaurants. People are still really friendly. No traffic issues. I probably shouldn't be telling people this because I don't want to move.
You're right. they're all going to come.
Exactly.
So still a really neat farming community,
yes.
and you know, people are real, and
yes.
and you know, everyone knows everyone's name.
Correct.
Sounds like a Cheers commercial. Okay, well, last but not least, we're going to drink the Santa Rita Hills Pinot Noir, the Foley 2008 vintage. And once again, related?
Yes, so same vineyards, higher concentration of new oak, kept in oak longer. So this is about 18 months. And I believe this is about 60% new French oak.
Okay.
So, and the oak will also add to the darkness of the wine because of the charring of the barrels. So one of the ways that you can see if you were to hold a couple glasses up of steel versus oaked, a lot of times the color will be different, and that'll be derived from the oak as well.
Right.
And the same can be true with having higher percentages of new oak. You can get darker colors out of it.
As far as the flavor profile is concerned, what would you say the differences are between these two wines?
I think that the Foley tends to be a little bit richer. Again, something that could age longer. I think the Lincourt's more approachable earlier on. It's a little bit more fruit forward.
Right. You know, to me, it seems to me like these wines, I'm sure go great with food, but they're great by themselves. And I like that.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of European Burgundies out there that, you know, just don't taste very well unless you've got some sort of food item to be paired with. But these you can drink on their own or definitely pair with all types of foods.
Well, one of the things I like, there's the whole wines with food, wines by themselves. I guess I'm that strange winemaker that likes drinking wine by itself because I really want to appreciate the wine and what it is and the amount of work that the winemaker put in to make the wine taste the way that it tastes, not the way that it tastes depending upon what it's paired with.
Right.
In the same way that I like to sometimes taste food with water, because then I can taste exactly what it is that the chef's trying to do, and not to make it taste a certain way to go with the wine. And it's been interesting. I've talked to some journalists that find that kind of odd, but
They find everything odd.
well, in the same way that they talk about you need to make wine to pair with food, and it's like, well, why don't you make the food to pair with the California wine as opposed to the other way around?
Yeah. Well, these are outstanding. Just to let everyone know, this has been our inaugural video production with Lincourt at our new location in Austin, Texas, in our Red Room cellar. And we really appreciate you coming by and spending the time with us, number one, and explaining these extraordinary wines. I definitely, put my check mark on it with a couple pluses behind it. They're delicious.
Thank you very
Job well
much.
done, and thank you for coming in today and spending the time with us.
Well, and thank you for letting me be here first.
Sure, no problem.